and lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coach. To get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Smashes through the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups, because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They are in attack mode already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Running the red zone. It's Davidson. Oh, he's getting it hasty. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Steps away. Lets it go to the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires to the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just throwing an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durham. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first. Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
It's caught. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your own.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Nussmeier. They go to the wide receiver screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Clemson jumps to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Buys a little extra time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Safe completion on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. To the air, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Wants to throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. At the 30.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. The inside handoff. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Throwing right. Pulls it in.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wide open spaces. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. after the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on empty if they can stop him on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. And the Tigers get enough to move the chains.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Sharp. The ball's free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the 1st half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but
there he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
This time on target. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Okay. 1 more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in on the right. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Klubnik. Going to take a shot. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Gets the back moving. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man on the left. Off and running. Turning on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. At the 45, on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Using his feet to buy time. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Clemson jumps to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Got the quick pass. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The give to the tailback. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Clemson. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He tries to take the top off. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Throws to the tight end. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has was enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Shoots it to the left. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job getting him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off-play action on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man downfield. He's loose. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense trying to take it back. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going at...
Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big...
Going up top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's it.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. LSU right back to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the move, he fires. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it, using the quick game. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards. Over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Trying to barrel in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out, and you're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Takes the easy completion. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job. Get it to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll set up to throw. It's incomplete, and the try for 2 and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds.
LSU, 34.
The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Klubnik. Quickly to the tight end. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Flying down the left side. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. A gut punch to this defense and probably a knockout punch.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
He's into the end zone. It is good, and now it's a two-possession game, a 9-point lead here in the fourth. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he's thrown another interception. Trying to take it back. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. In their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to throw, it's Underwood. That's caught, it's Haynes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Finds his man. It's McCulley. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage.
It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up in 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the option. Quick toss. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Carter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Scanning the field is Jenkins. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Got a man. It's Owens. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. FIU pushing tempo. From the gun. Give on the inside. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Under fire. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. It's a running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it first and goal, trying to cash it in. The receiver on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man quickly. Bringing it back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Finds the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
At the 42. 2nd down.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Fights off a defender. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this.
And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening through your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Panthers. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. They're setting up the screen. Wide open spaces. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They have it at the 43. Third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. They'll run the screen. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, and the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Owens. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to the screen on 4th down. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
4th down.
This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got room at the 35. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And that one's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Florida International offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. FIU pushing tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Jenkins. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Panthers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit, because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll run it from the gun. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Looking for room, it's Haynes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Lot of room to the right. Turning on the Jets. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it first and 10 in plus territory. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Quarterback keeper. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Making side adjustments here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Payne. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Jenkins. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
International, 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. Fires left. Fires it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Makes the grab on the shovel. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. FIU pushing tempo. Wants to throw again. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's loose. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they pick up just a few on that completion. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the catch. It's Simpson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Wolverines are marching down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense.
Oh, a lot of space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Might be looking to run. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, FIU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Michigan.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Toss sweep to the right. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.